Okay, we just started a game. This is DeathWing Mage versus Vorix. It's kind of a burn deck that plays out of the graveyard. So we're gonna untap. Let's move that. Yeah, we're playing with Kratos. I'm not sure what you're pinging for. Yeah, those are probably the same deck, so you can just... I'll just drop one into play afterwards. If you're missing a card, that is. I'm gonna start off swinging for 2 at your hero. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody must have grabbed one off when we were looking at him yesterday. Or you saved it afterwards, or who knows. Ally. Oh, I don't want that. I'll play him again. I'll play another one of that guy, and I'm going to use this, give my hero +2 attack, swing at you for 2 more. The graveyard say rip. Here's my hand. I've got a Poison the Well. It's kind of a sweeper versus like tokens and creatures. This will help me draw back into my hand and Slay the Feeble. So this is very much like a burn deck. Just has its own style of doing it. So Surge of Adrenaline will help refill our graveyard, and we're kind of doing like a 0-for-1 burn spells. Yeah, he's got a counter. All right. Untap. This guy dies. My hero takes 2 because our opponent played that creature, who's pretty good. However, my hero's going to get a permanent attack. I'm going to pull him out so we remember. And we draw for the turn. Hey, we got a real quest. Look at us. So, finishing moves can remove combo cards only, and combo cards say that in the middle of the card where it says Subtlety Combo. That's how you know. So I'm probably going to trade my creature into his 2-drop, and then I will... Let's see, let's play this quest first. I'm going to play this quest, go ahead and complete it. I can also just flip my hero. Never mind, not going to complete the quest. I'm instead going to flip my hero. So whenever my hero does damage, it's +1 now. I'm going to swing into your 2/2 and kill him, and I'll take 2. Supposed to take 2 earlier when I untapped. And I'll swing for 2 more at your hero, pass. Alright, our opponent's got some draw power. He's going to start getting some counters on that. So, this is turn 3. He might just complete this and dig. Let's see, how many cards is there in his hand? Still got 6. So this is what he's drawing. He can get a mirror image. He has to pick an even one, so choice is all yours, man. Yeah, mirror image, you know, the tokens just go away. Mirror image is sort of a stall card, but it's really only good to play right before Deathwing, because it just gets you a bunch of tokens. And then Blizzard, just make sure you read how it works. When a card leaves your hand, that means if you cast a spell, or if you get discarded, or if you play a resource, then Blizzard goes away. But Blizzard sits in play and pings my hero and all my allies every turn. Alright, opponent took mirror image. Let's see what he's up to. I have almost as much damage as him. Alright, let's go untap. Draw 1. We got a poach. That's great. I'm probably going to go ahead and do that soon. He's got 2 mana, but I don't think the Deathwing deck can play counter spells. Just mostly plays permanents. I am going to open up with For Great Honor. I'm going to complete this quest. Same thing as yours, except it's odd. Here's the card I got if you want to see it. Alright, so let's put that in my hand. I think we're just going to poach opponent and go from there. I'm going to poach you. So, this poach is like a discard spell. I get to go and see your hand. Don't put your hand on the playmat where the grids are. Put it, yeah, because it'll sort them into the snap. So put it behind it, like right here. Okay, it's the Tuskar Kite Dream. Alright, so we got a couple things going on. Our opponent can play Mirror Image, or can play Kite and then later play Image to start drawing some cards. Brutalize doesn't do much, just stops me attacking for a turn. Signet Manifested Pain. That's a problem card. That is a big problem card. So what does Poach let me grab? An ability ally equipment with cost 4 or less. So it's like Inquisition. Probably just going to definitely take Signet. Signet for sure. It's gone. You can take your hand back. I will go ahead and swing at you for a total of 4 damage and pass. I don't know if my deck really needs any more resources. And I guess this card's not actually a combo card, so it doesn't really contribute to the burn spells. We got our opponent to 10 already. He has 15 health, so he's getting pressured. So he's triple Tuskar, Deathwing, Mirror Image, and a Brutalize. So Brutalize will be at least 1 turn. He might ping my hero or might kill my... Here's the token deck. So look in there. Just right-click it and then search and type. Just start typing in Mirror. New board's pretty sweet. It just has the token deck on it already, preloaded. Yeah, and then just copy that mirror image and paste it a couple times. And then what I usually do is also paste one back here in case you accidentally delete all of them, because then the token deck, it doesn't have any more either. Zoom in a little bit. I wish I knew how to get rid of this UI. I'd probably do that more often. Alright, opponent's going to play Blizzard. The big Blizzard. Ally dies, I take 1. And you know what? I should have probably kept my discard spell in my hand to counter Blizzard, but that's okay. Things you learn, right? He's just gonna sit that in play. Things are going well, man. It's fun. I have like no combo cards. I have 1, so am I really gonna start hitting for 1? That deals damage to exhausted guys. I can Adrenaline Surge for 4. I need to play a resource. I don't think this works either. So like, unless they change the rules, the combo cards are just a little bit lacking. So this can kill creatures as well, but I can't really go face with it unless they're exhausted. Probably gonna poison the well on his turn. So I think that's my play. I'm gonna pass. Your turn. Yeah, I picked up on that. You're probably doing some grinding while we were raiding. Yep. I actually haven't played on New Angora. I've played the old one, like, from, like, Burning Crusade and Vanilla. I don't know if they've changed it since then. His opponent's got 3 mirror images in play. So each ping of damage to his hero will knock off a mirror image. That's pretty much the deal. So you can choose to just sit and play and just draw cards for a little bit. That's what Blizzard does. Or you can sack the Blizzard and move on with the game plan, but that's up to you. I'm definitely inclined to not poison the well. This will wipe his tokens out. It's really just a 1-for-1 because he one mirror image spell created these 3 tokens. So it's just a 1-for-1. But I think what I'm gonna do is wait for him to try and cast his kite to break his own blizzard, and then I'll poison the well in response. Do I want to do anything instantly? I don't really think so. I still can't quite do that. This is definitely feeding my opponent's game plan. I could just pay 1. It would deal a total of 2 damage. Actually, all it would do is pop off a mirror image. So that seems like no thanks kind of play. Let's just untap. So we'll untap, draw. Eureka. That creature's fine. However, it leaves me open to him playing kite and getting value. So I wonder if we just pass for 1 more turn. Oh, I'll take 1. I forgot to take 1. Yeah, Blizzard pings me again. I might just pass and then poison the well this turn, and then we could play Eureka next turn. Back to you. Here's opponent's quests. Oh, hey, if you wanted to, at the end of my turn, you can complete Wanton Warlords. Just tap your allies and a resource. Or actually, you can tap all your allies and your hero if you want. No, because you're not losing any cards. You're just putting cards in your hand. Unless your plan is to... If you get to hand size where you have 7 or more and you have to discard, I mean, that'll eventually kill Blizzard. So you can just not draw that card if you want to sit with Blizzard 1 more turn before your hand size forces you to discard. Taps back. I'll take 1 more. Draw another card. Actually, I haven't drawn yet. Still the end of your turn. I think I'm just going to go ahead and cast this. I'll poison the whale, kill those tokens. Yeah, just a 1-for-1. So that was... What was the... I had 2 mana. I could just death blow for... Basically for nothing. Just to hit him for 1, hit him for 1 more for my power. And that might just be worth it. We have a lot of cards that are just going to sit here, so... I'm going to also death blow you, remove no cards, so it's going to deal 1, and then my hero also makes it deal additional 1, so total of 2. Alright, draw for turn. I'll take 1 from Blizzard. We'll go play this land. Opponent has to... Oh, he actually doesn't have to play Blizzard yet. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put Eureka into play. I'm going to complete that same quest. I'll take the only odd one. Alright, looks like my first hand was actually pretty bad. I shouldn't have... Whoops. First hand wasn't great. I probably should have waited for more quests. I really just don't remember this deck list. So that's going to go in my hand. Flip that over. And we'll play Eureka. This card's got a new power. Death Rattle. The way Death Rattle works, it's actually kind of overpowered. So Death Rattle is whenever this card touches the graveyard, no matter what, the Death Rattle triggers. So you can get Death Rattle triggers from when things die in play, or if you like mill cards from your deck into the graveyard, or if you discard it from your hand. There's a lot of ways to get Death Rattle to trigger. Alright, so Blizzard went away, opponent got a Brutalize. He probably should have used his Wanton Warlord to tap those creatures to draw a card in response. Everlasting Coil. Okay, got it. Actually, this thing is capped at 4 counters. On the bottom right, it shows the cap. Otherwise, you just get, like, too many counters on it. So that's how they designed it. Talking about Eye of the Storm. Nah, it's just the 4 in the bottom right. It's different per location. There's a lot of locations that use counters. Yep, that's going to trigger at the start of your turn. Oh, good. Let's untap. Draw 1. Stop taking damage from Blizzard. That's good. Alright. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to swing. If you want to Eye the Storm or Brutalize, do it now as I'm attacking. So first swing with this guy. Yeah, I don't know if you've really seen that explained yet. So in this game, it's pretty neat. When an opponent does their first attack, well, I mean, I guess every attack, there's a window before they actually get to hit where you can say, in response, tap Eye the Storm and tap down your stuff. You can do the same thing with Brutalize, because it does damage but also freezes the guy for the turn. So I'm just letting you know, I'm attacking, and now is your opportunity to freeze me or Eye the Storm me before I attack. Otherwise, his damage is going to go through. Alright, damage goes through, and this guy's got a trigger when this ally deals damage. Oh, I'm sorry. That is when he's dealt damage. So yeah, no trigger on him then. Okay, so our opponent let us just get through 4 damage in. So he's got another 11 health. How close is he to Deathwing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 permanents? He needs another 5. He's not close. I'm going to save the burn for later. For now, I think I want to just go face and see if he lets us. I'm going to cast this weapon. And then I'm going to attempt to attack your hero with my weapon. It's going to deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total. I have 2 Brodricks. My hero power adds 1, and then the weapon itself swings for 2. Alright, it's your turn. This quest costs 3. Draw a card for each 5 cards in your graveyard. Yeah, we're not doing so good. We have 6, 7 cards total in the graveyard. Dude, opponent's at 6 health. Don't know if we should have burned him for 1 earlier. But it's not like we have that much to remove in here. We have... Oops, that went in my hand. I'm not going to be able to use that. Let's put Poach back. So here's our 2 cards that are combo. We have 2 combo cards in the grave. He's hard casting the Protector. Okay. Let me explain his mechanic just so you know. The bottom half that says Stash, some cards, they don't explain it. So Stash, what that is let me grab him for a second. You can choose to stash him as a resource like this, and then flip him face over afterwards. But when you stash him, which just means play as a resource, you get a 1/1 token. Like this. So that's his job usually, is to be early game, like produce tokens. He's also a fine protector, but I'm just letting you know that's how it works. No, I mean, if you want to do that with your turn, you're definitely able to take that back. That's your call, though. Here, it's still your turn. You can have take backsies if you want. I mean, maybe you just want a protector. That's fine, but I'm just showing you that is part of his mechanic as well. Okay, that's what he looks like if you want it. Alright, so do I instant speed death blow my opponent? It'll deal 1 plus the 1 for my hero, so that's 2, 3, 4. So it's a total of 4 damage. Doesn't really seem that good. Let's go tap, tap, tap. Yeah, alright, we'll untap. Draw. So now my opponent will Eye the Storm this turn. I'm gonna gouge. Alright, so I can gouge his hero, slay the Feeble for 4, and then just burn him with Death Blow. Okay, we will swing first with this ally. And now if you want to Eye the Storm, you can attempt to do that to my hero and my creature at the same time. Or if you want to Brutalize, that's fine too. Sack and Brutalize, I will put 2 damage on this creature. Alright, then she's got this trigger. When she takes damage, she gets to... You just reveal your hand. No, that's not a great hand, is it? I guess I know these are all Tuskar kites. Alright. Oh, you know what? I need to be taking damage from this dot. I haven't been, but it would have been about 3 or so by now. Alright, now we'll just... Okay, we'll attempt to swing with weapon into your hero. You can either protect or eye the storm. You probably don't want to take the damage. You have 6 health. Protecting. Alright, sweet. He's gonna die, and I'll take 4. Alright, I'll just win real quick. Alright, this is gonna be a game. I'm gonna use this to tap your hero. Oh, I should have paid 1. There it is. I'll cast this spell to... It does a total of 4 damage because of my hero power, so 4 to your hero. Death blow for 2 more. That's pretty much it. I had a nice aggressive draw. You could see cards like Death Blow, though. Honestly, your draw was double Deathwing, triple Kite. Like, those are cards that are good with others, but not great on their own. If you landed that Signet earlier, the one I discarded, the game might have changed a lot, because that card just puts a token into play every turn, and then you can use those tokens to Kite, and then later on you can sack those tokens to Deathwing. Like, Signet might just be the best card in that deck. Yeah, even though Deathwing is the point, Signet's probably one of the best enablers, so... Oh. I don't know if it looked good on the surface, but yeah. So this thing stays in play, and then every turn you get a 2/2 every turn. Start of your turn, your hero takes 2. So let's clear you up. You would your hero would take 2, and you get a 2/2. Next turn you take 2 more damage. Get another 2/2. How is it good? Because most people have to play creatures from their hand, and it costs a card every time. Well, I mean, yes, I'm a burn deck, but if you were to land that Signet on turn 2, my burn doesn't really become that effective until later in the game. But if you play a bunch of 2/2s, you can keep hitting me with the 2/2s the whole game. So like, because I have to focus my burn either on your creatures or your face. And this game was like only your face. You didn't play any creatures. And so you actually can start racing people with your tokens. Also, it's a May ability, so anytime you feel like you don't want to take damage, just stop doing it. But this card on its own, if your opponent doesn't kill the tokens, you can get 3 or 4 tokens plus the Signet, and that's half a Deathwing right there. Like, let's say if you got 3 tokens into play, and you got the Signet, that's 4 cards for Deathwing, so only need about 8 more. Which isn't really that hard to get. Alright, we can rematch with these same decks, or we can switch it up. What you want to do? Oh, yeah, you should just drop that deck back in. I kept duplicating cards. Just reload it. Alright, and actually this time you have the sideboard, so actually let me show you how you might sideboard against a deck like mine. Go ahead and flip your sideboard over and let's take a look at it. Alright, kind of a mess, sorry, but anyway, so if we look at it like this... Alright, so here's 4 cards that are counter spells. This helps you interrupt on the stack, so if your opponent plays a burn spell, you actually can do something about it. I don't know that you need all 4, but you definitely want the cheap ones in this matchup. And you would probably want all 4 ice blocks. Those would be good. Even Frostfire Bolt. Oh, it only hits allies. No thanks. So you probably want all 4 of these and these 2 counter spells. So that is 6 cards. Oh, yeah, you haven't... Oh, man. The PvP folder I uploaded is old. I changed this card out. It's funny you already noticed that. Thanks for pointing that out. I don't remember what I changed it to. I think I added Frostfire Bolts and like some fogs or something that wouldn't be very good. So with that in mind, let's just... You for sure want these 2 cheap counters, and maybe you want the expensive counters, but there's a good chance you don't want those expensive counters as well. So sideboarding, we want to find room for these 2, so you kind of just look in your deck and try to determine the worst cards in the matchup. What's neat about this matchup is that the cards that don't do anything can just be sacked later on. Like, the first one that came to mind for me was this. I don't really have many allies, but that's still just a one-cost thing that sits in play, which is fine. Don't know if there's a lot of reason for that either, so maybe just 1 and 1, because I have a few allies, I have a few permanents, but I just don't think you're going to be winning the game if you're silencing stuff against the burn deck. So that's probably my recommendation, is slot out these two, slot those 2 counter spells in, and then shuffle up. I have the copies of those, so I'll give them to you in a few minutes. I need to drop my deck back in. Vorix. This is a different build of Vorix. I don't know if I like it as much. So I guess it's just more aggressive. It's actually just burn. Like, it's way more burn oriented than I'm used to. Other versions I've played have value cards. Oh man, so we've got a bunch of discard versus his deck. 4 purloins. Detect traps. That's a decent card. Oh, Burgle. Burgle's, I think, too expensive in this deck. If I'm burgling, he probably already has DeathWing out. Don't think Trickster's going to be good. Trickster's just for like a big swing out, so I could think about Purloins. Let's take a look at my deck. I don't even know the deck very well. That card is kind of lame. Seal Fate's like the sweetest card in the deck. Ooh, Carnage. Oh, actually, Carnage could have some use. He has a number of allies. But he probably doesn't have enough to warrant. It depends. Is it a combo card? It is a combo card. I'm going to take 2 of those out for now. We have 4 Poison the Wells, which in this matchup is pretty much just better. We just want to kill his tokens. Deal damage to target ally. Not going to be doing that, so let's take those out. There's 4 of them. Jeez. I think I'll leave 2. And let's go ahead and start adding that discard in. Where's our sideboard? Whoops. You think I can bring one of these PvP decks to a raid, or is that a bad idea? I mean, my Overkill Equipment Rogue would be good for DPS. If you want, but there are minor changes you should make to them, like adding extra card. Like in PvP, you only need enough card draw to win, but in raids, you will run out of cards. I guarantee it, unless you've got some awesome card draw. So you usually want to have a little bit of card draw for yourself. You probably want to change the quest base up a little bit. Like in PvP, it's all about efficient quests that you can slot in between your turns or regas with later. Where the raids, hopefully your hand's staying kind of full, and then you use like expensive, either cheap quests to slot in, but you have to build them a little bit differently. All right, let's get back to it. So we'll do Purloin. There it is. All 4 of those. Let's get the junk boxes too. Just get some more discard on this guy. And detect traps, maybe. I mean, with all the discard we're playing, I don't know. That seems risky. So we're adding in 6 cards. Let's go ahead and drop that on the deck. We already took out 4 total, so we need to take out 2 more. So lots more discard and then a lot less removal is basically what we're looking at. This only hits tap heroes and allies. Gouge. I guess Gouge's only job is to tap and then provide a combo point. I'll take another one of these out. The only card I'm worried about is Mikhail, the Blunt. He'll tap my dudes, or he'll kill my guys in the untap. But hopefully at that point I can just kind of swing into him with my hero. So that's our new sideboard. Sweet. Alright, I'm ready to go. So usually the person who loses, I don't know if everyone plays this way, but I think person who loses can just choose to go first. By the way, in this game, going first usually better. Does he have a hand yet? He does have a hand. So we got 3 quests this time. No Broderick's, though. Broderick's pretty good in the early game, but I think the early quests are going to be enough. I also have no discard. That's super weird. But maybe this will find me one. I'll keep this hand, so yeah. He's already on it. So he played this. This comes into play for free on your first turn because of preparation. Kind of a neat mechanic. Everlasting Cold on me. Let me clear my damage up. Yeah, I got it. If you want, just, I usually forget my opponent's dots, not on purpose, but because I'm talking. Just tap it to ping it, and then I'll remember it. Alright, I'm going to go. So let's go this quest. Pretty much just pass and complete the quest, I think, is the turn. So I'm going to show you a trick. I have Everlasting Cold on me, so I take 1 a turn, or 2 if I didn't attack. You're allowed to attack for 0. So I'm going to take my hero, swing at you for 0, big boy. And I'll take 1 from the dot. Big boy, I don't know why I said this. Just having fun. Let's look at our hand. So we've got this removal for the eventual set of creatures, tokens, whatever he's got. Gouge is going to be... Hey, cat, what's up? Gouge is going to be useful later on for our Slay the Feeble. I don't like that guy. End your turn to complete this quest. I get an odd. Interesting set of choices. This is the most efficient with the 2 of these together later on with Gouge. That would be a 3+3. Probably have a hero flip by then, so that would be a 4+4, so 8. Surge is the best card to get us back in the game. We already have some burn spells, so I kind of just think grab the Surge. I'll take the draw spell. Put this on the top. I'm going to untap, take 2. Draw 1. Oh, hey, another Surge. Alright, let's play this quest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we do need to play something this turn. I don't know if the correct play is just to poison the well, his only guy. I can swing for 0 at him and wait till his turn and see if I want to poison the well, but I think he'll attack first, and that's gonna. I don't want to take damage. I have nothing to death blow that guy off with. Probably play Eureka next turn, so I probably just need to kill that guy, huh? I could kill him with Slay the Feeble. I did complete that, so not a lot of great turns here. I think I'll probably just go to his turn and poison the well. I'll swing at your hero for nothing and pass. Take 1 from your dot. It's probably, I don't know. I don't know if I value poison. I think I value the potential to hit multiple creatures from him. Oh, he's playing the Signet. Oh gosh, now I need to definitely keep this poison the well in my hand, at least for 1 turn. So this will turn out to be a bad play that I swung because I'm going to take 2 extra damage. But my opponent's kind of taking the lead. We didn't get any early discard, even with like 10 discard spells. So we could have mauled. Yeah, take 2. We could have mulligans, but I don't think I want to deal with that right now. End your turn, complete this quest. Alright, taking 1 of those. Left click and right click to slide under. Left click and right click. Alright, so he's in my hand now. That's completed. I will take 2 from the untap. Draw 1. This is a weird hand. Normally you don't have a ton of cards as a rogue, but that's just kind of how it turned out. Opponent is clocking the heck out of us, though. Yeah, so I think the play here is hit his hero, or swing for nothing at his hero, take a damage, and then poison the well when he gets a token. I'm going to pass again. Oh, wait, I have cards in my hand. I can't pass. Hold on, give me that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, 9. What an awesome set of plays I'm going to do. With 9, I can just discard the Eureka, see what's going on in his hand. Not a lot. He has 3 cards. We can go... I want to poison the well next turn. I really don't want to have to do it now. I was supposed to attack anyways. Making mistakes. This is an awkward hand, man. I don't think I like this deck. With 3 mana, I don't know that I really want to I think I'm okay discarding Broderick and Yuruka. They'll get a little bit of value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have to discard 2. It could just be Broderick, Yuruka, go, poison the well, your 2 things. I guess that's the play. I could also just discard Broderick. I could play the Broderick. Let's do that. Alright, we're going to play Broderick. 6, 7, 8. So we still need to play 1. I think I'll just discard probably the extra gouge. I kind of want to keep this creature and cast it. I'll swing at your hero for nothing. Pass, and I'm going to discard gouge because my hand size is too high. Yeah, I'll take 1. And you need to, I mean, it's fine. If you want to trigger your signet, usually do it before draws. And actually, you just usually do it every time. It's the only 2/2 I know of. So they don't have they don't have a signet token for every class and race combination. Go ahead and untap 2. That doesn't. That's correct. Yeah, it's only like spells you cast. So all abilities, equipments, just anything that has a cast that you have to actually cost. Oh, I got another one. Well, he's going to be damaging himself a lot. We're down a lot. So we just got to do what we can. Let's poison the well these 2 guys when he swings. And if he decides to take a bunch of damage to himself, maybe that'll benefit our burn plan. If he, I don't know, do I wait another turn? Am I that greedy? If I wait a turn, no, I gotta do it now. Like, I just don't have time. I'm actually losing the race pretty badly. Is my opponent out of cards already? He has 2 in hand. Don't think my opponent has DeathWing. He's going aggro. I'll respond. Kill both guys. Let's just stem the bleeding a little bit. Let's untap. There it is. Draw 1. Back up to 7. Play quest down to 6. Surge. Not sure how good you're going to be. When we did discard a gouge, we could have played earlier just to slay. Let's play our quest. Usually it's actually correct to determine your plays before you play that quest. But I kind of want to get this game moving. Not exactly my favorite deck. We're going to take 1 again from that dot, so I can swing for... We can just cast Yuruka Go. Need to get my hero flipped at some point, but the Yuruka's going to end up doing more damage. I'll swing with Broderick for 2. Start there. 1, 2. I'll hard cast her, and I will swing at your hero for nothing and pass. Take 1 from the dot. I have 17 health left. My opponent has a lot more than that. 13. I think that was the first damaging attack I've done to him, so he's taken 6 just from tokens. I might just end a turn gouge his hero, untap, flip my hero, and then slay the feeble his. Run my Broderick into one of these guys. I can probably just, I need to Yuruka. Oh, he has no cards in hand? No, 2. I can either Yuruka off his guys, or I think it's just better to Yuruka his face. He wants to stall, I want to burn. But I do want to Broderick one his guys off to get him to continue committing more of his health to make more tokens. He might be counting for Deathwing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can't sack your hero to Deathwing. He's already got 11 permanents. Nothing. I'd say counting up. So you have 11 non-hero permanents. If you had 12, you could sack and just get a Deathwing. But oh, he's looking at hero to see if he wants to hero power. Okay, that makes sense. And a reminder: these locations don't stack. You got to pick one. The other one just so pick one to flip it down. Usually one without counters. Yeah. How many cards are in the graveyard? Wow, 2. And Gouge is a combo, so we can at least get some synergy with that one. And we'll put a 2 damage here. Alright, Broderick dies, and Yuruka does take damage. Reveal the old hand. Double Deathwing. Okay. There are not a lot of discard spells in the game that hit Deathwing. Actually, I think it's mostly Warlock-based removal. Because rogue abilities, all the rogue discard says things like discard an ability, ally, or equipment. So I guess the point I'm saying is you can definitely resource one of those Deathwings, and I won't have a way to strip the other one out. Oh, those just came into play. End of your turn, I'm going to gouge your hero, so it's going to tap it twice, basically. I just flip it all the way upside down. That way you know... There you go. Get that out of there. Okay, now we untap right there. Keep doing that. The button's in a different spot, just learning that. Alright, so we untap, draw 1. Yeah, this quest is not at its greatest now that he has no cards in hand. Well, no non-master heroes. That's not going to do much this game. I feel like I'm going to have to Death Blow for a small amount so that I can Surge to get more cards. That's probably just going to be the play. And I might even... I mean, I know he has Deathwing, so... 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, he's just going to get it next turn. I don't think I can compete with that. If I kill one token with Yuruka, find a way to kill the other one... He'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He'll make 2 more, go up to 11, play a resource, and get 12. I just think I'm just out of this game. But let's see if we can still attempt to burn our hero out. I'll just go 4 at your face. Flip my hero for 3. I will do 4 to your hero because I flipped. So yeah, a lot of burn out of nowhere, but not enough. So Death Blow would be for 1, 2, 3, 4. My hero makes it 5. So that would be for 5 damage total. Put him at 21, and then I could hit with 1 more for Broderick, put him at 22. So he's 3 away from dead. How do we play the long game? I think the long game is mostly just draw cards with Surge of Adrenaline, but maybe it's draw cards with Surge paying the mana cost. Maybe that's the idea. He's going to gain a lot of health from Deathwing. I'd probably just lose to that, but we can pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or we can't even cast it. So we will probably just swing. I'll swing at your hero for 2 damage total. That's right, 18. So he's got 7 left, and this just does 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. So I don't have the last 3 damage, and that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can't really get those out either. I'll pass. I'll pass to you and take 1 from the dot. Ooh, but if our opponent... so you go and tap your hero sideways like that. There we go, because he stays tapped for this turn. And then I gotta find out if he wants to take more damage from those signets. He chooses not to. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna respond to that. So you're gonna, in response to the signet, gonna Death Blow and remove 2 more cards, which is gonna deal 1, 2, 3 plus my hero for 4. So that's lethal. Oh, that worked. Just... He kind of got greedy with these triggers. It is fun, dude. I'm over here trying to contemplate the plays. So I think if you don't take damage from these... Yeah, if you don't take damage from these signets, and you just sack 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, if you leave both their creatures in play, played a resource this turn, then you can Deathwing, clearing your own board, but you stop taking damage from signets. I mean, you didn't know it was in my hand, but I thought for sure I was dead to Deathwing. It's cool, man. I hope you had fun. It was I'm playing pretty much a burn deck, so not super interactive. Let's get a more interactive matchup so you can kind of see the mechanics, have a little more fun. Let's wrap this game up. Let's hit stop. Hope you enjoyed it.